I mean, just look at this grotesque specimen when he was at the U.S. Open getting mercilessly booed by people. What the hell is in his mouth? He has some sort of tablet there. Andre Kudaki got the shot right there. Donald Trump takes a tablet of something as he watches the U.S. Open's men's finals. He's also getting booed mercilessly. People have been speculating what the hell that grotesque creature was putting in his mouth. Was it generic Viagra, some speculated? Was it Adderall, some speculated? Was it Hygrotin, some speculated, which is used to treat high blood pressure, a diuretic, sometimes called a water pill because it makes you pee and relax blood vessels for improved flow, given what we know about Donald Trump's inflamed ankles. Paulie Tix had his own theory. Here, play this clip. Of course, he was being sarcastic with that, but in all seriousness, release the damn files, Donald. I'm going to be doing a video about MAGA Mike Johnson, who's now come out with an official statement saying that he misspoke when he said that Donald Trump was the confidential informant who tipped off the FBI and police about Jeffrey Epstein. I think MAGA Mike realized that by calling Donald Trump a confidential informant, he was also saying that Trump was embroiled in it. Also, Donald Trump called it a massive Democratic hoax, it being a child sex pedo trafficking ring. So was Donald Trump the informant in the hoax? In any event, Donald Trump got mercilessly booed. I'm not going to play the clip. I did a whole video about it yesterday of him getting mercilessly booed at the U.S. Open. You know what? I'm going to play a little clip of him getting booed because I think it is good to watch. Here, play this clip. All right, there he was getting mercilessly booed. But let me show you what went down when he returned to Washington, D.C. after getting booed in New York. A reminder, he left Washington, D.C. as there were protests taking place all across Washington, D.C. because of Donald Trump's military occupation of D.C. Remember, before Donald Trump jetted off to get booed at the U.S. Open, he was asked by a female reporter, so are you saying you're ready to go to war with Chicago? Why use the Department of Defense? And this female reporter was indeed referencing Donald Trump's post where Trump said, "Chipocalypse. You're going to get ready to see what the Department of War knows what to do." Donald Trump threatened war. I mean, look at the photo that Donald Trump posted, the Chipocalypse, like apocalypse now. Donald Trump, who avoided going to the Vietnam War by claiming that he had bone spurs, is posting Vietnam War memes. I don't think he knows that Apocalypse Now was an anti-Vietnam War movie. Oh, and didn't you say Vietnam was wokey? Didn't you say it was all wokey, and that's why you changed the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War? Unlawfully, I might add, because you don't have the legal authority to do that. But when Donald Trump was asked by the female reporter a legitimate question, you're threatening war with Chicago, why are you going to war? Are you ready to go to war? Donald Trump looks at the female reporter and says, "Shut up. Be quiet, darling. Shut up." He's literally, you'll watch him say that. "Be quiet, darling." He calls her darling. "You don't listen. Listen to me. You're second rate. We're not going to war." Listen how he treats her. Here, play this clip.
You say that, darling. That's fake news.
Well, why would the Department of Defense?
Listen. Be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
Again, a despicable creature, a vile piece of trash this individual is. Who behaves like that? I mean, just think about it. Him sitting there at the U.S. Open, oozing with freaking tablets hanging out of his mouth. as he's getting booed and as he's leaving just like a freaking gremlin, screaming at women. I mean, who the hell raises someone like this? I mean it. And what sucks so much, and I hate to be so coarse and so basic about my feelings, but at the end of the day, children's supposed to look up to the President of the United States. And the way he treats people, the way he behaves, again, this grotesque form, this sexual abuser, this felon, this fraud, this con artist, this bankrupter, this weak, pathetic thing who's sending the United States into the dumpster the way he sent multiple casinos into the bankrupt dumpster and the way he screwed over most of his companies. Look, he's being asked here by a reporter after he leaves the U.S. Open where he was being booed. So the price of beef and other groceries continues to rise. What is your response to that? Once our policies kick in, it's going to be the golden age. Once your policies kick in, it's almost a year. What are you talking about? You've made things exponentially worse, you idiot. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, the price of beef continues to rise and other items keep going up. Is there any way to address the cost of beef?
Yeah, once it kicks in, once our policies kick in, the price of beef will be going down, just like the price of eggs went down and the price of a lot of other grocery items went down. Beef will go down. It'll all go down. Energy has gone way down. The price of gasoline has gone really, I think you'll be hitting $2 very soon. And it was $4.50 a little while ago. So energy's gone way down. That brings everything else with it. But beef has gone, as you know, for other reasons. The price of beef has gone up a little bit. It'll be coming down.
And by the way, as Dave says, they canceled Meals on Wheels, but they've destroyed the Rose Garden and now have created Club Rose Garden. So the rich elites get to go to the White House in our Rose Garden. That's the people's house. That's the people's garden. And they get to eat caviar, and Mark Zuckerberg and all these rich people get to show up and make up fake numbers about what they're investing because they think we're stupid. They think we're dumb. What number am I supposed to go with? 600 billion? What, Donald? I said 600 billion. All those stupid people are going to think that I'm really investing it. We'll eat caviar and freaking Club Rose Garden. You don't believe me? Literally, that's what Mark Zuckerberg said to Donald Trump because they make up fake numbers. When Trump's like, oh, I'm bringing in $17 trillion. No, you're not. You haven't brought in $1 trillion. Zuckerberg's not investing 600 billion when he's going to invest more than half of what the valuation of Facebook. What are you talking about? And then they think we're just all so stupid as things are far less affordable, as people can't afford homes, as farmers are getting screwed, as people work multiple jobs only to live paycheck to paycheck and suffer psychological torture while these oligarchs are sitting there laughing in our freaking faces. This was Zuckerberg. Here, play this clip.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh, gosh. I think it's probably going to be something like, I don't know, at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you.
Sorry, I wasn't ready to do for announcement.
He said I
wasn't sure what number you wanted to go with.
And by the way, here's a look at the White House versus the Kremlin. And by the way, this is the MAGA movement. A bunch of freaking frauds. Like you have Sarah Huckabee Sanders, as Tim Hannon posts, giving a talk to people today while she makes the kids stand in the rain. This is their whole ethos. Let them eat cake. But it's even worse than that. Let them eat shit, basically, is how the Trump regime feels about the people. And then just say the shit is cake. That's basically the MAGA ethos about everything. A reporter asked Donald Trump as he lands, do you have plans to go to Japan and South Korea this fall? And Donald Trump doesn't even understand the question. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Here, play this clip.
Do you have plans to go to Japan and South Korea this fall?
What does that mean?
Or do you have plans to go to South Korea?
Maybe. We'll see. But it's going to be very interesting what comes out. I think we may have learned something because when they come here and there's nobody that can do what they're supposed to be doing and they bring people, those people can also teach our people. You know, it's complicated stuff. And something very interesting could come out of that. Thank you, everybody.
And by the way, we're learning more details about the ICE raid on the Hyundai facility that took place in Georgia, a Hyundai battery plant where South Korean workers, most of whom had all of the appropriate visas, almost all of them had appropriate visas. ICE raids it with freaking military-style vehicles, rounds up the workers at the Hyundai battery plant while they were investing in America to actually try to bring business here. People in South Korea right now are absolutely livid. In South Korea and Japan and other Asian countries and across the world, they're like, why would we build factories here when you round up our people? By the way, when I was doing stories on many of the reasons why the people of India were so pissed at Donald Trump, in addition to Trump wanting to take credit for the end of the war between India and Pakistan, which he had nothing to do with, and also Donald Trump telling Apple you can't build plants in India, was the way Donald Trump treated students from India who were here. And people are like, why would we send our kids here? Like, y'all are a bunch of crazy nutbags over there in the United States at this point. But here was Trump's post. Following the immigration enforcement operation on the Hyundai battery plant in Georgia, I'm hereby calling on all foreign companies investing in the United States to please respect our nation's immigration laws. Your investments are welcome, and we encourage you to legally bring your very smart people with great technical talent to build world-class products, and we will make it quickly and legally possible for you to do so. What we ask in return is that you hire and train American workers. Together we will all work hard to make our nation not only productive, but closer in unity than ever before. Thank you to your attention in this matter. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, goes, it's really difficult to destroy the greatest economy in the world in less than a year, but he's always looking to find new ways to do it. Go speak to the people of South Korea, by the way, and they'll tell you most of those people had all of their legal paperwork there. The other people had paperwork pending. In order to train people, you have to bring people here, and ICE did a military raid, put these people in freaking shackles from South Korea, shackled them like they were drug dealers or killers. And by the way, think about when Donald Trump shot the Venezuelan fishing boat and said they're Tren de Aragua. He is a lawless maniac popping whatever the freak pills or tablets or whatever the hell he's eating. Gross. Here, this is a video of Hyundai's employees being detained, chained, handcuffed, and ankle cuffed by ICE, as though these people were violent criminals, which they're not. And by the way, sometimes when I'm covering this, I get a little passionate. I could be a bit more articulate. I get it. Here, play this clip, though. And just so you see another portion of that video, this is ICE released this video. ICE released this video of the raid on Hyundai's Georgia battery plant, showing the Korean workers chained up. Look how they start the video with like the military running in as though they were like doing a mission in frickin' Fallujah or something. Here, play this clip.
GSP in position, north side.
Keep coming this way, please. So you wonder why Kentucky bourbon is slumping? Yeah.
How about the fact that Canada's boycotting it? How about the fact that tourism is down? Okay, how about that as an explanation? By the way, as the Wall Street Journal puts it, Trump's risky game with the Fed. The U.S. built its economic credibility slowly over a long time. Once lost, it won't be easy to regain. Kenneth Griffin wrote this, by the way, too. Trump's strategy of publicly criticizing the Fed, Carrie Billionaire wrote this. Trump's strategy of publicly criticizing the Fed carries steep costs. His interventions have damaged the credibility of official economic data. These developments highlight risks that recall experiences in emerging markets. Then you have this right here. A new high of Americans saying immigration is good for the United States. In the new YouGov poll and the new Gallup poll, both reflect the same data, frankly. 79 to 80% of Americans say immigration is a net positive. We all were okay with getting rid of criminals. Frankly, Obama and Biden focused on the criminals. Go back and watch videos too, even of George W. Bush and others, who talk about the importance of lawful immigration, a path to citizenship, and ensuring, though, that people who are doing the work that Americans aren't doing can be welcomed here. We can bring them here, and then we should, through comprehensive immigration reform, come up with a pathway to citizenship, not a deportation exercise that you see here as well. And then we're seeing a bunch of other data points that are very alarming. This is from the Wall Street Journal. The EU's trade truce with the United States is in danger of unraveling. European equipment manufacturers want changes to the July trade deal after being hit by the White House expanding steel tariffs. There was no deal. I ask anybody, show me any written deal that is signed. I mean, you all have done contracts before, right? Like, let's not be silly here. What happens in a contract? Have you done a rental agreement, a mortgage agreement, right? You sign it. The other party signs it, right? A lease, you sign it. These are not signed, they're not binding agreements. It's a free-for-all intended to be exploitive, where Trump just says the deal's whatever the hell the deal is, and then the other countries don't abide by it at all. That's what's going down right there. So there you have it, folks. We'll keep you posted every step of the way here. That's what happened when Trump arrived. You see the disaster that's forming and growing each and every day. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers.
Want to stay plugged in? Become a subscriber to our Substack at MeidasPlus.com. You'll get daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, ad-free episodes of our podcast, and more exclusive content only available at MeidasPlus.com.